Number 6. 1974 Ford Courier Mazda B-Series Rebadge. At first glance, it had all the right cues. Compact size, sharp little proportions, and a badge that read Ford across the grille. In an era of oil shocks and shrinking muscle, maybe this was the hidden ace up Ford's sleeve, a lightweight pickup that could surprise the big boys. But the 1974 Ford Courier wasn't hiding anything. It was slow, plain, and never even close to being a sleeper. The Courier was born out of necessity. By the early 70s, Japanese imports were creeping into the American market, offering smaller, more fuel-efficient alternatives to Detroit's full-size brutes. Ford didn't have a truck in that class, so it turned to Mazda. The Courier was essentially a rebadged Mazda B-Series, shipped in from Japan with minimal changes. On paper, it was practical. Compact dimensions, better fuel economy, and a lower price tag made it appealing to buyers hit hard by rising gas prices. But what it offered in thrift, it lacked entirely in performance. The Courier came with a 1.8-liter inline-4, producing just 74 horsepower and 92 pound-feet of torque. That might have been fine for weaving through city traffic, but in a pickup, especially one that still tipped the scales at over 2,600 pounds, it was laughably weak. 0 to 60 miles per hour time stretched to an agonizing 17 to 18 seconds. At highway speeds, it struggled to keep pace, and once loaded with cargo, it felt like every hill was a mountain. To be fair, the Courier wasn't pretending to be fast, but that's exactly why it ranks among the worst sleeper candidates of the decade. Its Ford badge gave it a bit of borrowed credibility, and its compact stance almost suggested hidden agility. Yet beneath the sheet metal, it was nothing more than an economy truck, engineered for efficiency, not excitement. The Courier deserves credit for paving the way for the compact pickup trend in America. But as for shocking anyone at a stoplight, that was never in its DNA. It wasn't a wolf in sheep's clothing, it was just a sheep, and everyone knew it. Number 5. 1975 Ford F-250. The 1975 Ford F-250 is a perfect example of why size doesn't always equal speed. From the outside, it looked every bit the part of a powerful, dominating truck. Long, squared-off lines, a towering stance, and the kind of rugged presence that could make any stoplight challenger think twice. On looks alone, you'd expect some serious muscle under the hood. But in reality, the F-250 was one of the most disappointing sleeper candidates of the decade. Ford built the F-250 for hard work, not quick bursts of speed. It slotted above the lighter F-100 in the lineup and was often sold as a heavy-duty hauler. Buyers could choose from a variety of engines, ranging from a straight 6 to V8s, including the 360 and 390 FE motors. Sounds promising, right? Except those engines were tuned for low-end torque and hauling power, not acceleration. Even the big block options struggled to deliver excitement, with the 390 V8 putting out only around 161 horsepower thanks to tightening emission standards. The result was a truck that felt lethargic on the road. 0 to 60 times dragged on into the 15 to 18 second range depending on the configuration. And while it could pull a trailer or carry a heavy payload, trying to line up against anything remotely sporty was a losing game. The weight alone, often pushing well over 4,500 pounds, ensured that any notion of sleeper performance was out the window before you even turned the key. The real letdown was the illusion. The F-250's size and presence suggested dominance, but once behind the wheel, drivers found it was more about slow, deliberate movement than quick bursts. Unlike some smaller pickups of the decade that at least flirted with sporty looks or lightweight agility, the F-250 was unapologetically a workhorse. Reliable, durable, and capable, but never fast. That's why it ranks among the worst sleeper pickups of the 70s. It had the right look to trick you into expecting something fierce, but in practice it was sluggish, heavy, and never meant to surprise anyone. If the essence of a sleeper is hidden performance, the 1975 F-250 proved to be the exact opposite. All show, no go.